Good day, everybody. Back in Icarus again today. And as you've noticed, the base looks, well, you probably didn't notice, but it's a lot more messy now because I've been preparing a lot for getting our new base built, which is why everything's kind of just everywhere. So I decided to say, screw it. As I've been leveling up, I unlocked the stone brick building set. So I've stored up a lot of stone brick stuff. So when I go down today, I'm going to swap a lot of that over. And after switching a lot of this over, we'll still just build it out of stone, whatever's left, and we'll slowly convert it afterwards. But I should have enough now to go down there and stick up most of that building. Now, I also unlocked glass stuff. Well, we want the reinforced glass specifically. We want, where is it? This one. For making our greenhouse, but it requires a lot of glass, steel, and epoxy, which is, well, epoxy is not so big of a deal now, but that's going to be something we're going to build slowly over time, so I'm not rushing into moving into this base. I want to at least get it constructed. I just made a couple of... I had the solar panel, but I just made this battery and this water wheel, so I'm going to set that up when I go down there and at least get the power rigged up in the base. Because I want to get... let's see. One of these, a creature deterrent machine. So this will allow us to... Basically, if I set this up in the base... it creates a safe zone in which any enemies like can't spawn. It literally creates like a giant circular area where stuff just can't spawn in. So I want to get that set up down there to stop the Quarrites from well, the Quarrites are more so wandering, and the creature deterrent I don't think is really going to stop them a whole lot, to be honest. Unfortunately. But it will stop other stuff from kind of spawning around the immediate area. There we go. So we got the creature deterrent, solar panel, water wheel, and a battery. And that should be all we'll need for the basic power. So, in terms of what I'm going to need to actually build the base, or rather construct it, put all that in there. And that titanium's going to go back over here. So we're going to take, I think, the buffalo again, just because I don't think I have anything else really that can carry this amount of stuff. Well, maybe we can take the horse. We'll see. That. I also wanted to take these reinforced gates, maybe these. Okay. Go. Okay. Let's see. Grab that. That and that. May as well take all this with me. Should have been... Maybe not. Thought I had other stuff built. Also built this today. This is the electric carpentry bench, just the max version of this. And I now have the electric masonry bench. So I have the max level of both the masonry and that. So they're going to get moved down to the new base for sure at some point. I'll slowly kind of shape it out as I go. Let me make sure there's nothing else here I'm forgetting. Okay. I don't think I'm going to need any of that. Don't really care about any of that. Now here, I may take down some of these storage cupboards because I can start placing the cupboards and stuff while I'm down there. You're pretty well at max capacity there now, aren't you? Let's see, anything else here I'm gonna want? Well, the rest of those cupboards. You take those doors. I can place the electric furnace while I'm down there. I may take those work lights too, just so I got some light. The flow meter I'll take. I think that's about it for now. Everything else I'll move down slowly over time. You know what? I was thinking about these shelves too, because I haven't actually used these for anything. It makes no sense to leave them here empty when I'm just going to be moving out of this base, which is probably what I'll end up doing with most of this stuff. I'll end up moving most of it. I might leave a couple here. This will just kind of be a small scale base compared to what it is now. I might just leave this storage, maybe take everything else as I go. Anyway, I think that'll be it now. We can just begin our trip down. Yeah. Good job, Aristotle. I brought some food. Oh wait, I have food. Not a lot, but enough. Alright, bud, let's get going. Gonna make one more little trip down here now. Finish up building. Then I'll see about what I want to do. I'm not sure if I want to do a greater hunts mission today or not. I kind of do, but at the same time, they've been kind of kicking our ass. So I almost want to wait till we're a little bit more prepared before I try to go further down that line until we at least get moved into this house and get everything set up. I'm going to take you with us. So we're planning on just completely abandoning this area, save for leaving the base just there. I'm going to pick up the 2 water wheels that are over there. I'll leave 1 water wheel here, I think, and maybe like a turbine or something. Or maybe I'll just leave a couple turbines even, instead of the water wheel, but I'm gonna leave a little bit of power to space, enough to just kind of keep the lights on and stuff, and maybe I'll keep like a singular fridge there or something. Or maybe a freezer might be a better bet. Freezers are more expensive, but they never spoil, so I'm sure it'll be fine. It's more so just a base to have there for when I am in the area and need somewhere to like kind of chill or whatever. I won't tear the base down. I'll leave it as it is. I might just take everything out of it. But it won't be until we're ready. I'm going to have everything built, including the animal pen. After we get the house up, I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do about the animals. Now, in my single player, I built a huge barn, but I'm not going to do that in this because it turned out to be quite an investment that didn't really pay off in the end. But I will set up some sort of, maybe just like a more basic version of a barn. That's the Quarrite spawner there. Let's get far away from here, buddy. I've noticed too, and I never mentioned it, but I noticed that like they have different designs, and depending on the design of the burrow, will depict what ores are found inside of it. So like that one was a sulfur one. And I had one earlier spawned by the base that was oxide and is like blue. It even affects like the Quarrite shells and stuff. If you look at their shells, sometimes they'll have like colors mixed in. And it's indicative of what the what ores are made, or what ores are from their nests. It's kind of a cool feature. All right, my little buffalo, let's go. We're not meant for travel, my friend. Do you have any levels? You probably might have a level or two that I can free. Okay, let's see. Food speed. Fire and heat resistance. Physical health, regeneration. Wouldn't mind giving you any of that, but I want to focus more on the passive skills more so than anything now. I don't think there's anything else there. Not that I can see. Okay, well, we'll just move into health regeneration then. There you go. Now, at least when we're down here fighting off all those fucking creatures, you can heal a little better. Want to have a big enough stable down here that I can kind of support like long-term mining, long-term breeding operations where like I can breed a lot of animals. Like I was very limited at this base because we just never had the means, but with the electric feeding things, it's actually not too bad. So I'll do a similar design to what I had in my single player. It just won't be as large of a building as what I got made. I tried to make it like a two-story kind of deal, but it didn't end up working out the way I had hoped. Which is what I say we'll probably use a lot of our leftover stone stuff for. We'll be just constructing whatever I can of a little animal base. I'll probably wall around the entire property then. I just gotta see, once the base gets showed up, I gotta like sit back and kind of reassess where I want to put the animal pen. Because I know I said I was gonna put a farm in, but then I realized I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna build a greenhouse on the roof, which is all the farm I'm ever gonna need. So perhaps I'll build the animal area by the rock side or something like that. I don't know yet. Right, we're there now. Pretty much, we're very close. I'm excited to move into this new area. It's going to be quite good. Let alone the fact it's going to be a bigger, much more functional base, but it's going to be in what I consider a better area. And we're going to have a lot more spawns down here. We're going to be able to get moas and buffaloes a lot easier. And spiders, so we can just start farming organic paste. Are we actually close? I might have lied. Oh no, we're close. Yeah, I was gonna put out a post later on today, but as my stream says now, this will be my last stream for about a week. I'm gonna have to leave to go to work, and I won't be home until probably Wednesday of next week, unless something pops up, which is very likely to happen. Though I would like to, because my girlfriend's taking 2 weeks off from work now, and her vacation starts tomorrow, so I'm gonna miss the first week of her vacation, but I wanted to be home for at least the second week of her vacation. Two of us will have like a little mini vacation for a week, but we'll see how it works out. The house looks pretty good from here. I think that's about the best place I could have built it too. Not really anywhere else, unless I built it like on this side maybe, but yeah, because I could have built it like, say, right there where that cave is to, but I don't really see a point to that. I've got a little bit of an idea on what I can do here. Alright, so we're going to stop here, and the very first thing I'm going to do, we're going to haul out the water wheel, the solar panel, and all the power stuff. There you go. I'm going to go set up our water wheel first thing. I'm going to find where the rivers to. I think the closest river, actually it's just over here. I really hope that this top part of the river works the way I want it to. Let's see if this is gonna work. I really hope it does. Oh, sweet. Will it count from here? Oh, it does. Look at that. Perfect. Alright, so now we'll get our little electrical tool. And I will run the wire probably just along the shoreline like this. What are we gonna wire this into? Guess I could just stick it into there. There, now the whole base has power. Powered by the water wheel. That's perfect. So, first things first, I guess. We'll haul out all the new stone brick stuff. And we'll work on converting... Actually, I wanted to get this hooked up. Fuck off. I see some Quarrites already. Alright, first thing we're gonna do, and this is not where this is gonna stay, I'm just gonna put it here until I figure out something else. But that's gonna go there. And now I just need to hook that up to power. Fuck's sakes. Get out of here. It looks like a bear. It is a bear. I got this. This pistol's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. At first, I didn't think it was very good. But, no, it's quite good. That was lacerating. What is that? Oh, it's a deep wound. Really? Damn. Alright, so now with that creature deterrent up, that should stop most creatures from spawning. You can see it on the map. Anything within this circular radius. So it's quite a large area. I might actually, when I set it up, maybe shift it this way, because I think there's a cave or two over here that I do want to still be able to harvest. I gotta look at it for sure, but move the creature deterrent maybe further this way. But it's quite a large area, so anything inside of that circle can no longer spawn. Anyway, so what we're going to do here is set this to stone brick. And it's probably not going to look like this permanently. I do eventually plan on... Oh, I thought I had... I had some stone brick ceilings too. Did I not bring them? Oh no, they're right there. I'm just dumb. Okay. Oh, there's no ceilings in it. That's why. There we go. That Quarrite's getting a lot closer to us, isn't he? Wait for a second, do this. Okay. Fuck yeah. Perfect. Fort. Grab all that. Gonna do that for now. So what I'm gonna do is the upgrading from the outside. So stone brick, and I'm thinking this is where the change is gonna be. Because I think I'm just gonna do something like this. This center bit, I'm gonna have either as, I haven't 100% decided if I'm gonna do it as like, I would like to do it, I think, as clay brick, but I can't do it as clay brick because we don't have access to that on this map. So now I'm trying to think, do I want to do it out of like the beeswax or something else? Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh well. I can just leave it like that for now. I also wanted to see if... Yeah. It looks a lot better. But we're going to leave all that trim work till later. For now, this is just going to be upgrading all this to stone brick. And same here, I was thinking about doing probably... the windows there, like they're going to be a different material. I'm thinking right now it's going to be the beeswax wood. Only because I don't have any other options at the moment. go. I think all this I just need with stone brick, to be honest. A little bit left. We're actually starting to run low on the stone brick here now, which is fine. At least the wall variance. That might be it now after that. Yeah, that's it. At least for the walls. Every time you reselect it, you gotta go and put it back in the wheel again, which is kind of annoying. Oh, they were there. I didn't see them at first. Yeah, I'll have to go up on the roof after and get those. There we go. And then we wanted to put... Yeah. You can actually put all the pillars in now, which is nice. I have to upgrade the ones on top afterwards. The only thing I don't like about the stone brick pillars is the corner pieces, because they're always angled, so it always ends up looking like there's a hole in the center of them. I like them otherwise, and like here, you see how this looks, but watch if I... See, it has this like really awkward cutoff, which I don't like. It's the only thing about them that I don't like. That's definitely inside, I think. Yeah. Okay, so these will probably have to be removed again once I actually start bringing stuff down here. I didn't bring any more internal wood, did I? I think I forgot about that part. Oh well. Oh no, I think I got some. The reason I stopped was because I didn't want to place it until I had the roof on it. Let's see. Stone bricks there. Yeah, that's kind of nice. I'm okay with that. There we go, and then I might be able to get this stuff from the inside, maybe. There we go. We're out of stone brick walls. Actually, I've had a second thought about that part there. Yeah, that doesn't need to be like that. So... There we go. Oh, and that one. No, I don't. Okay. I'm pretty sure as well I brought with me... Yeah, there they are. Everything's stone brick related. The regular stone stuff in here just for the time being. That's like the worst kind of storm too. Right, well, we'll just have to hope that we can kind of deal with it. shouldn't, in quotations, be able to hurt our base. It shouldn't. But we always could have a rogue lightning bolt just come down and strike this at any point. But it's mostly stone, so unless it like somehow strikes the interior wood on the inside, I think it'll be fine. Like that, and then like I'll get that one when I go in, it's fine. I just build a new platinum lightning rod too, but I put it down at the other base, so eventually there will be one here. And the cool thing about the lightning rods, because I don't think I ever did actually go into detail about them, but one of the interesting things about them, if lightning strikes your house when you have a lightning rod down, the lightning rod will draw in the lightning. I missed that part there. The lightning rod will draw in the lightning, but furthermore, the lightning will fully charge your power systems. Like if the lightning strikes your lightning rod, it will fully charge your batteries with it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think we're good now on all the sides. For the most part. Yeah, okay. Go in here. No, we're gonna put pillars here as well, just because I like how the contrast looks. Yeah, that's beautiful. I wanted the pillar to be... I'm thinking about putting pillars there as well. Now it'll be time to go up on the second floor and stick the roof on this bad boy. Before I do, though, I'm going to finish this section. And I want it to be this one. There you go. And unfortunately, I don't have any stone brick ones to fit in there anymore. The fire's nearby too. Yeah, so the places that are stone will eventually be replaced with a different material. Alright, so. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so. Now then, we'll place this down. Now, we should be able... Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, it's not crumbling apart this time. We should be able to... put the floor down underneath this thing. Like, it doesn't even match up here. I don't understand why the stone brick structures are so, like, poorly designed in that way. The only thing I don't like about them, I like the look of the stone brick a lot more than I do regular stone. If it wasn't for that fact. I just want... Yep, okay, so. We don't even really have that many... Come on, no, 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 come on, do it. That wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, sometimes these can be a real pain in the ass. There it is. Might be easier to place them from the bottom. They had like a cycle snap point option, it'd be so great. Oh, oh, there it is. Got it. Okay. Now one more on that side. There we go. We don't have enough pillars. Well, at least not the stone brick ones, anyway. Okay, it's still a work in progress, but at least we got enough now to actually be able to stick the whole structure together for the most part. Just going to be an awkward mix of stone and stone brick. Alright, well. There, actually. Dort. Stone brick. I'll take that bit of stone brick as well. The interior floors can go in there, can go on it now too. The roof's on it, so we can finish the floor down here. I'll probably start with that. Yeah, man. That was alright. There's another interesting format. You can do every one offset, so like they're all twisted, but I don't like the look of it necessarily with the internal wood. Hopefully we got enough of this stuff. I was going to use it on the top floor as well, but I might not. I think I had it left as regular stone in my other world too. We're almost good on the internal wood stuff. There we go. Now, up here. So what we had planned on doing here, I'm gonna have to go get some stone walls before I can complete it. There they are. I guess I'll take some stone pillars too while I'm at it. I don't remember if I had that originally as internal wood or not. I'm gonna do these. Stone brick for sure. Okay, well, we'll focus on this part first. So here, I'm gonna rotate it out like that, and we're gonna put... Yeah. And we're gonna do it as a wall, 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 wall. Anything on the side. Here we're gonna put another door. Yes. Here's gotta be a wall. Like that. Perfect. And over here we're gonna put in a... Yeah, I had two ideas. Either like this, or you could do it like that as well. And then once I put a pillar in the middle here, it'll kind of make it look nice itself. But when the windows open, then they do this weird thing where like I don't have anything in it to show it, but when you put the shutters in them, they kind of overlap on each other. But I do like that look too. But just because of the way the window shutters function, I think it's better to do it this way. And we're gonna put a door here because I do plan on putting a balcony here at some point. And then we're just gonna do a very simple kind of placement here. Same thing here. That one. Yep. Walls. But before we do this, I want to make sure at least the majority of this gets turned into stone brick first. Yeah, and that's it. Okay. And then we need to put the rest of the things in there. Like I said, this will all be upgraded afterwards. I might leave that part out for now until I actually get the upgrade in there. I'm gonna need to walk back up there anyway. Although I was thinking about putting a ladder in here anyway, so it doesn't matter in the grand scheme. Yeah, like that. Yeah, so this will be like the bedroom area. I think I'm gonna put it like a little fireplace in either here or here. And the bed's gonna go like here, and then I can furnish it. And then over here will be where the greenhouse is gonna be. We want to have the little greenhouse area right here. That there just for now. Alright, so this will be front glass, and then I even thought about extending it out to here, making it like a larger greenhouse. But I think this greenhouse will actually be big enough. But that's the basic shell done, so what is this? Oh. There we go. That's the basic shell done. We're basically finished with the overall structure. Now, this staircase does need a little bit of extra work. I think what we're going to do here... Actually, I'm changing my idea on that. Okay, hold on. I don't want to waste my battery. That's why I brought these. Okay, so what have we got in here? We got the internal wood. I didn't bring any other interior wood. Did I? No. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna have to make work what we got then. Interior wood half piece. A few of these. I've got an idea for those that I'm hoping is gonna look good. Right, well. So what the plan here is gonna be is to put a door right here like that. And in here is where we're gonna have all our power and stuff too. So right now it's just gonna be a small basic battery like this. Somewhere around here should have been. I think it was over here. Yeah. What we'll do here There, just like that. Then, bang. So now we've got power hooked up in here. And I was going to put the generator right here, and then just a couple batteries right here, and then all the rest of the power is going to be from solar panels and stuff that are on the roofs over here. But right now, that should be all hooked up for that part of it. Now, I'm going to put an interior door on this eventually, but for now, I've only got these external ones. Same here, we're going to put internal wood doors. So I won't bother with those ones. And I haven't quite figured out what's going on this side yet. But we do have all the window shutters. And here's the only issue I'm trying to figure out. In my single player, these were fine because I used only single. These are 4 wide, where in mine it was only 3 wide. But here's the issue with these. You open it up, and you have this little overlap here in the middle then. They don't work quite as good. So I'm not quite sure now what to do with them. I could put the leather shutters in, but I don't know if they're going to work so well. I intended on using these reinforced ones. And I'll still use those probably in these single window pieces like this, because they work fine in them. It's only the double windows that I'm not sure. Up here too. I'll go there because it's going to go outside. Okay, well, that's the basic shell, basically. I'll figure it out. Now, I wanted to see what these half pitches. This is the part I haven't played around with yet. We can do it like this. It'll look alright. But then, when it comes to these side pieces... Oh, it will work. Like that, and then... That'll work, you just gotta get the snap right. That's the problem I've been having, is getting these corner pieces to snap in the right orientations and stuff. Can be a bit of a pain in the butt sometimes. Kinda see it wants to. There you go. Yeah. This is just an aesthetic piece, that's all. It's gonna make it look like it's got a little bit of an overhang. These ones are just stone, aren't they? Yeah, they're regular stone ones. So we'll upgrade those eventually too. Just something I wanted to play around with. I want to see how it looks now. Might be the other one, maybe. Nope. There it is. Actually. Ah. Now let's see what that looks like. I think it looks good. Yeah, I do. I think that looks great. Yeah, what we're gonna do here instead... You don't have any more. Oh. 2 of these is all. We're gonna put 1 layer of this out here, just like this. Yeah, then we'll put the half pitches. I'm just trying to figure out how this is gonna go on the easiest. Does. Oh, that will fit in there. Okay. real finicky. There it is. I want you to kind of, if you can, in any other. No. The only orientation that that's going to work in. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Gonna look good overall, but I don't like the way the wood is laid out in it. What with the other one? Nope. It was this one. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I think this is gonna look great. The little overhang. And it might change a little bit on the ends here too, because the reason I left the sides the way they are is the sides are basically just preemptively setting up for future expansions. Like if I wanted to set off a little or create a little side room over here. Now that I'm thinking about it, this might be a great place for the animals because you got like that shallow water pool. I could just kind of square off this whole area here and have the animals over on this side. Have their little paddock built right here. Wait, what's that? Copper. Okay, well we don't care about the copper one there because I got another one. But I could build the barn, say, here, kind of facing the water. I don't know. 100% yet what I'm going to do. But that's what the point of me leaving out those little side pieces was for. Grab a few of those because I'm going to fill in these pieces here with the stone just to complete it so that there's no holes in the building. Like that. But this is still very much a work in progress. This entire thing still needs to be fully fleshed out. I'm thinking about changing all that to... Right now, the beeswax is really the only thing that makes sense. I would like to have it, like I said, as clay, or brick rather, but I can't because, to my knowledge, there's no way to get brick in Olympus. Pretty much exclusive to Prometheus. Alright, well that's the base. We just gotta finish the roof now, the half pitches. And then with the pillars and stuff as well. That was close. Hey, why are you number one? Oh, yeah, to keep the memory of the last one. Whoops. There it is. One. Yes, it would be this one. Get you to... There we go. Now the question is, how do I do it here correctly? I'm thinking about just doing it like... let's try doing it this way instead. Maybe this will snap the way I want it to. Oh, I just had it. Come on. Got it. Okay. Now I want you to go... why I can't get it snapped the way I want it to there. It just will not do it, will it? Is it because that piece is below it? That might be... Maybe that's obstructing it somehow. What I'd like to have done is to have a piece come in here like this and overlap a little bit, but it may not do it the way I want it to. That's strange. That'll snap there. Hmm. That's strange. It's weird I can't get it to snap to this side no matter what I do, eh? I don't know. I'll have to work on that a little bit more, see if I can figure it out. Having the same issue on this side, it looks like it just doesn't want to snap to this side of it for whatever reason. Very strange. I'll have to work on that. See if I can figure out why it's doing it. Whatever. That's the basic gist of what we're gonna do. So now that's going around pretty much all of that part of it. That's perfect. Now we just gotta figure out what the hell's going on with this piece, but we'll figure it out another time. So, that's all that done. Now for the next part of this whole plan. Now what we're going to want to do is grab these interior wood half pitches. And I hope I got enough there. That's probably close to enough. And we're going to want like one or two of these, but we're going to want, I'll take the stone ones, why not? A handful of them sitting there. Now, what we do is just like that. Yep. Do one there and one there because I have a plan for those side pieces as well. Same thing over here. Then we're gonna go here, 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 and here. But the difference here is that, see, in my world, this is where I had my forge to. I put it right here, and then on each end I had a electric furnace, and then I had something else here. I don't remember what, but I'm thinking this time I'm gonna put the forge here, this spot, and then put the forges and everything else over here. But I gotta play around with it a bit before it'll really work out. This side is going to be pretty much the same as the other side, where I'm going to do it like that. And now we're out of stuff. Well. There we go. Eventually I do want these to be metal, but I've only got wooden ones ready at the moment, so... By the way, we're so close to level 60 now. We're at level 59. I leveled up a few times just crafting the stone brick. You get a lot of XP from doing that. So, pretty soon, our character will be maxed out. Hard getting these in sometimes into the correct position. I don't really care if they overlap a little bit. I'm not too particular about it, but I want to try to at least make them look a little bit, flush. Now this is where the hard part comes in. So what I've done, if I break that down, then I should be able to set that in there. Hold on, you gotta wait for that debris to disappear. Here we go. Look at that. Then you can just snap that back in. Perfect. See what it looks like. Yeah, that's perfect. Now we're gonna do the same thing on this side with what's left. I have a lot more storage in this space, which is gonna be great because I had a lot of storage in the other one, but I couldn't organize it in the way that I wanted to. There we go. Not so bad. Now, I already know kind of how this is going to be organized, at least a little bit. Because I'm going to organize it the same way I did in my other world. This side's going to be for the masonry and the the masonry and the concrete machine is going to be on this side. The right-hand side of everything is what I mean. On this side, I'm going to have my carpentry bench, so all the interior wood stuff, although I'm not going to start until about here. Yes, because these two will be reserved for like wood and sticks and different stuff like that. You know what? We will throw this in here for the time being. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just do that with that. Bang. Eventually they'll all be upgraded to metal, so there'll be a lot more room in them for holding stuff. And I can pick that up. There we go. Perfect. Then over here, we'll throw that bit of stuff in there. Wooden cupboard. There we go. I'm gonna need to build a few more things. I'm gonna need a lot more stone brick pillars. I'm gonna need a few more stone brick walls. Not a huge amount of them, but I will need more. Wouldn't hurt to build extra anyway, because whatever I don't use here, I don't need to build the animal pen out of stone brick. Really, it must be repaired. Okay. Pick up the door at least. Patch all this up. Perfect. There you go. Now we gotta just break this rock, cut down a couple trees in front here, and we're good. And figure out where the animal pen's gonna go. There it is. So this guy, I'm gonna put you here. This will be my overflow, where I'll just throw. Well, you can come out. Bunch of this extra stuff in. That's pretty well it for this, aside from, like I said, building more stone brick and having everything upgraded. Now, I do want to put in the flow meter, though. I'm gonna put it right. Let's put it on this wall because it'll actually function over here. Then we've got to. There you go, so now it's hooked up to power, so we switch. Yeah, see, so the demand is 1500, we're supplying to them. Where's 1500? Oh yeah, we're coming from the thing. And then this one, do the same thing with, so all we gotta do. Already running over there, look at that. Give her a second. Yeah, snap that down there, and then we can, bang, put that in there. There we go. Perfect. Now we can see water. There's no water yet. And electricity, and eventually biofuel, maybe. Got all this set up. Perfect. That's pretty well the shell. Like I said, this, and then you walk up here, and this will be the bedroom. Greenhouse will be out here. This is a bit ugly, but yeah. But I will stick this solar panel up. Bless me, Jesus. Eventually, we're gonna need power up here too, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna run all the power stuff to the second floor. Because I'm gonna have to have a clean way kind of do that, because I don't want to just have the wires. What I thought about. Yeah, okay, hold on. I don't think I'll need water on the second floor. Actually, what am I talking about? I'll need it up there for the crops. We'll run all that up there now, I guess. Go. Then if I come through the roof like this. This would be a great way to do the solar panels up here. That. There, solar panel hooked up. Now all we gotta do is hook up water only into this area. So I think the best way to do that probably going to be just by looking at this. So strange, what? There we go. Run it up like that. That. Then we can kind of just probably run it to like right here. Bang, and there we go. Rain, okay, not too bad. Put that down that way, and bang, 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 bang. Like that. Alright, so we just gotta go back now and make more of these stone brick pillars. A lot more of those, and some more stone brick walls. And a little bit more of this interior wood floor, I think, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna make this interior wood or not yet. I haven't decided. Probably will, I don't know. There is a few little other, like, things I wanted to do here as well. Like, well, in my world, what I done was... This was only 3 wide, so right in the dead center at about right here, I think it was. I planted a tree, so the tree grew inside the base. And then I put, like, railings around it, so it looked really nice. But I won't be able to work here, only because I won't be able to place the railings in the correct way. But what I could try to do, potentially, I don't know if it'll work, is free place railings, maybe? I don't know, I'm gonna have to play around with it a bit, see if it'll work. But, that's pretty much the base done. This is gonna be interior wood, I think. And then we're gonna put some railings on this. That's the shell done. So I was only just crafting up the rest of this stuff now. Is there anything else on you? No, you have been emptied. And ever since we put that creature deterrent, I haven't seen a whole lot of anything really around here. Like I said, nothing will spawn within this circle as long as this creature deterrent stays active. Which is perfect. It'll protect the base. All this stuff we'll throw in here. There we go. Now we just need to make... Yeah, we're gonna need stone brick beams. We're gonna need stone brick walls. A couple more of these, I think, in stone brick variant. We're gonna need the glass for the greenhouse. More internal half pitches, or interior wood half pitches. We're probably gonna need more of these, but we've got enough for now to start with. Oh, we got walls. Need interior floors, okay. Half pitches. Alright. That's perfect. Now, with that being done, let me head back to base and then we'll maybe do a mission or two. And maybe I'll prepare a few things. Oh, you're hungry and thirsty. I really like how this is shallow though, so I want to utilize this in some way in the base. I haven't 100% decided what yet. But I'm definitely going to use this to some degree. Whether that be for... I think at fishing, maybe setting up some sort of like fish trap area or something in here. I don't know, but it's too good to not use. And this is not a very big area here. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to use it for, but I have a couple of ideas. It is visualizing here now. I think it'll work out good when it's done. And I might build a little bridge maybe leading out to that island. Lots of build potential here. Also shallow water on that side, but there's not really any good spot. That's not big enough really for a water or an animal pen. Over here would probably work fine for an animal pen. Build one like right here. That little clearing. Which could work. And yeah, because that leads over to our water pen. So I wouldn't mind just put walls basically up against this cliff on this side. Clipping it off that way and then going over that way. That could work too. This side's not very... I could build the animal pen right here as well. This is a big flat area, so we could put the animal pen right here as well. The more area I'd have to put... could have built the base here too, to be honest. Could have just went right here, went back that way. Lots of room, but I wanted it to be near the water. I think the way I got it built now is pretty much as good as I could have gotten it built. Okay, anyway, that'll be that. I gotta give my buffalo a little bit of food here now. We can make the journey back. Alright, big guy, let's do this. He seems to be struggling with finding water. Is this not watery enough for you? There we go. I think he's found it. Yeah, he found it. There you go. Thank you. Alright. There's already buffalo here. That's what I mean. It's going to be such a better area for that, for being able to get pets. Like I said, I wanted to take my time with it, but I think I'm going to do 2 species at a time. So I've got the wolves pretty well started off now. They're not finished by any means, but they're well off. And I'd like to start breeding another animal type. I'm not sure if it's going to be the buffalo or if I'm going to do the moa. Buffalo, I think, would be more useful overall, because if I can just get like a really good buffalo, you know, something I can put a cart on, he still moves relatively quickly and stuff like that, it'll be the more general purpose kind of mount. But moas are really nice too. I might just tame a moa and just have it, and that'll just become my mount. I won't worry about maxing it out or anything for a little while. Tame a moa to have for traveling. Same with the, like everything else, pretty much. Yeah, I gotta think about what missions I want to do. Do I want to do the Great Hunt? I wanted the Great Hunts because it unlocks the coolest stuff. But I also don't want to do them because they're the hardest and longest missions to do. Whereas knocking out a couple operations is so much quicker. Yeah, I think I'll do Great Hunts today. When I get back next week now, before I do my next Icarus stream, I'll take a look at it and kind of decide. Because I could probably plan ahead to do a couple missions at once. We'll have to start moving everything down to the other base as well. I don't think I showed it off, but I culled a lot of the horses. I just got rid of them because honestly, I don't really want it. If I can't breed them, there's no point for me to have that many of them. Because I'm not really going to use them for combat. That's what the wolves are for, and the mammoth and all that stuff. So unless it's breedable, I only want the one horse that I got. And I'm going to probably tame a moa too, just for long range travel. Oh, look at that. You know, not over here. I didn't even mean to come here, but not over here. Match up the turbines. Why are you not letting me? There we go. That's weird. Such a satisfying gun. Repairing is going to be a little bit of a pain, but you can actually buy repair. You can only repair them with the orbital repair kits, which are basically these kits that you find from the workshop. Now, you can buy them, I think it's 250 Ren, but you get 5 of them. I've already got one purchased, I just didn't send it down yet. I bought it last time I was in the terminal. I just kind of was looking through some stuff because I've been just spending my time offline buying all the blueprints. I'm trying to like slowly work my way through the workshop items and buying all of the ones, like I'm starting off buying all the ones that just cost Ren. And then after that, we're going to need ones that cost Ren and exotics, and then ones that just cost exotics. So I'm going to have to start farming a lot more exotics for those. We're going to have to actually start doing the exotic veins and stuff like that. There we go. Yeah, we're going the right way. Oh, actually, while we're here, let's grab all of our ore out of our miners because I used up all of my copper making electronics, and I do want more stuff for my electronics. I'm going to start crafting up, like, more stuff. Like a biofuel miner, isn't it? I did have an electric one too back at base. I just didn't take it with me. I wanted to see too when I get down to my new base what exotics. Actually, I didn't really need that gold, but you know what? I'll take it. I wanted to see what new deep ore veins are down in that new area because I could potentially even set up a secondary farm down there. Like depending on what's around there, we could alter this farm a bit. Because we just did it because we didn't have anything good pretty much up by our place. But if I got a few down there, I can splice it off from my main power system. Well, we 100% want the copper. take care of that in a second. I just need you to take this. No, in this one. Oh, yeah. This is how you take care of bees. Like that. Bees, taken care of. I will take that because I actually do need more honey, so that's one of the very first things I have to get constructed for the new greenhouse. I need to have the set up. Yeah, we don't need the aluminum. I'm just gonna leave the aluminum there till it fills up. I really don't need any. I have way too much aluminum now as it is. That's the aluminum one checked, the copper one, the gold one. The only one left down here is the iron one. And then there's a silica one not far away, but like I said, I'm gonna wait till I get down to my new base. I know that there was a limestone one somewhere nearby where I got my base built. Oh, yeah, it's been a while since I've been down here. Pretty much happens every time I come down here. It's gotta be patched up again. Eventually I'll upgrade this to stone, it won't be a problem. Pillars don't take damage, so they'll be fine as wood. But this will have to be at least stone. Oh yeah, I built this titanium hammer too. Because it's a lot better than the wooden one. It's a lot less, like, it has way better durability, and it uses way less stamina. So I pretty much got all of the titanium things unlocked, aside from a shield, because I think I'm going to skip the titanium and go right to carbon fiber. Because the carbon fiber shields are just way, way, way better. I actually did use up all my iron too, so this is good. Oh, whoops. There we go, got it. Because I was making a lot of steel. A lot of the stuff that I crafted required steel, like the carpentry bench and the new masonry, the electric masonry one and the electric carpentry bench, all required a lot of steel. I think it was like 60 steel per, so I had to make a lot of steel to get that made up. Which I did, so oh, there's lots of stuff around here too. Alright, my buffalo, let's get going. This is gonna hurt. Oh, not as much as I thought, actually. Stamina regen's still kind of dog shit. Got like the best stats on you and everything for it. Although food can play a big part in it too. There's some good foods you can get. I gotta start looking into that for my mounts and stuff for traveling. I want to at least get the stamina ones. Combat food would be good for the mammoth. Mammoth has a colossal health pool, and with his regeneration, I don't think we have to worry too much about his health, so we're just going to max out his damage as much as possible. I just realized that this backpack is sitting on top of a frame. It's just a backpack strapped to like a metal frame. That's a pretty interesting idea. God, I'm so used to riding the horse. I feel so slow now. Just wait till we get on the Moa, then you'll really see what speed is like. Moa is crazy fast. Thank God we're almost home. I don't know why, but the game seems to be running unusually smooth today. I don't really want to say too much about it. I gotta check something on my computer too, because I refuse to believe that my computer is like having this much issues. I mean, it's a fairly good computer. Granted, I almost have my new computer like built. I only need a few last components. Like I got everything here to just build it together. I just need now a new graphics card, which I know what I want. It's just really expensive, and I'm not rushing to get it. And I need a storage device, which I've got a brand new 1 terabyte SS or NVMe put in this current computer, which I always intended to just take out and put in the new computer when it came. So but I wanted to try to at least get everything before I jumped ahead. But I've been having some issues with this computer, and I'm starting to think that maybe it's related to, because my computer's so old, and I have, well, not really that old, but it's probably, I would say this computer's probably 5 or 6 years old now. So I'm thinking that it could be related to that. And I probably got to check like the thermal paste and stuff in it. It might just be, you know, old and starting to wear out, because I've noticed that CPU usage and stuff has just been, like, I was playing, what was I playing yesterday with my friends where I noticed it? I was playing League of Legends. I was playing League of Legends with my friends yesterday, and my CPU usage was at like 65%, and I was like, that don't really feel right. I don't think it should be at 65%. I forgot to search the titanium one when I was down there. Damn it. Oh well. Get that one some other time. Probably not full anyway. So when I get back, that's something I'm gonna have to check on. Is maybe because my girlfriend still has a lot of leftover thermal paste here from when she built hers, so I might potentially see about reapplying it into mine, or at least checking to see if it needs to have thermal paste or paste reinstalled onto it, because it might just be something like that. I usually clean it out once a year now. It's been a while since I've done it. I haven't done it yet since the winter was over, but that's one thing I do have to get done. There we go. Is cleaning this out. I like to wait for like a half sunny day and bring it out on the step, and I'll clean it out. I got a good like air sprayer there I bought on Amazon. All right, well, let's see what missions are available. So we've done these 3. And, oh, we even done that one. And now we've got this one, which unlocks the Carbon Weave Backpack, which is a decent backpack from what I've seen, but will not do any good to us on this map. Made mainly for Prometheus, which I find very strange. Although I suppose the desert exposure would be good, but volcanic exposure is probably where this is more useful. Anyway, so we need to collect supplies for something that'll drop by. We need to kill a Quarrite using poison. We need to kill a Quarrite using explosive damage. We need to kill a Quarrite with a projectile, and kill a Quarrite with a pickaxe. This one might not actually be too bad. Do it.
They say the best murders are meticulously planned. So your decision to research your victims in order to determine their weaknesses checks out. There are humans who research creatures just for fun, you know. No stabbing required. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Violet Core left you some toys to play with. Please proceed with caution, if you even know what that means.
I'm pretty sure it's an AI that keeps talking to us. That particular one is an AI, and he's very mean. Where did it fall to? Oh, it's on the island. Oh, it's right there. Literally right in front of me. Okay. What goodies did you got for me? Frag grenades, poison arrows, pickaxe, and steel bolts. Alright. So now we just need to kill some Quarrites. Right, well, I thought I saw a Quarrite back this way. Grid B14 and C15. B14 and C16. Why the fuck would I want to go all the way over there? Fuck that. Lots of Quarrites around here. You just gotta be willing to look for them. one back here that's been here for a while, which leads me to believe that there's probably... Actually, there was a sulfur den over here last time. I don't know if they despawn and stuff. I have no idea. It was just over here where he was. Willing to bet he's still there, because he's there twice now, and I've been back and forth here. There we go. Okay. Kill a quarrite with a pickaxe. Do that one first. Pretty sure if you just hit him in the face with the damage to him. This isn't my combat one either. I did build a combat one. I think I'm gonna change it to poison because I believe these guys are weaker to poison.
When in doubt, blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Not elegant, but then neither are you.
Well, that's mean. Alright, so now kill him with explosion damage. Well, that one's gonna be fun. My horse too. I think I left him over here, did I not? Yeah, there he is. Poison's gonna be the hardest one because I didn't bring a bow with me because I'm not intelligent. I'm not that far from base, so I can run back and get my... Probably the carbon bow would be the best one. There was a spawner for these guys right around here somewhere. I don't know if they're still here or not. Look. Right there. Oxide, see? If I start smacking this, one should show up. I won't break it completely. I'll bring it down to like one last hit or something. Good enough. There's one. We'll just go to that guy. You know what? Oh wow, that's convenient. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, projectiles, explosives, and poison. Well, we'll break the shell. I wonder if shooting him counts as projectiles. It does.
Where does that go? You know what? I don't want to know. I wash my imaginary hands of this business.
Yeah, so he is an AI. Alright, so now we're level 60. So from this point on, we can no longer gain any more talent points. So these last few talent points are going to be the last talent points that we get. So I may refine this a little bit more in my off time, but I got most of the key ones I got. So I got the extra space and stomach, so now we can get 4 food buffs. I got all the melee buffs from there. I got all the stamina buffs, I believe, from this one too. But I also got the one that gives us a crops will never wilt, which is another big one. This is just generic stuff over here. We got all the hunting ones I wanted, and then I skipped over the majority of the rest of this. I went straight to just combat and maxed out firearms. Yeah, so I haven't decided where I want to put these last few points into. I'm either going to put it into here, I think. Either go for like more stone yield and stuff like that, or more something like that. Or I might go put it in the pistol reloading. I might just do that. Because our revolver's doing really good, and this will be our last solo point. So the last one I put into this, and then debating between doing this one or this one. I think I'll do this one. Fuck it, we'll do that one. Alright, so now we need to kill an Quarrite with poison and one with explosive damage. And there was a Quarrite down here, I thought. There's one over there now, okay.
Just blow them up, I guess. At least it's quicker.
Yeah, we gotta do poison. We'll have to run back to the base. And grab our bow and then find another quarrite. I'm hoping that there's gonna be another nest probably up here somewhere. Or at least just a random ass quarrite spawned in. They have been spawning near my base. They've actually caused a bit of problems. I don't know if I was streaming last time. I think it was just after I finished streaming. I left the game running to accomplish a few things. And I was just having a rock. Like, they were just spawning everywhere. I had like 2 or 3 nests that just spawned in over to the left-hand side of the pond. And they just kept spawning and like rolling over. I had to like repair all the walls and everything. They broke a couple of them. I had to replace a couple of the walls. They just kept coming over and constantly attacking. It was really not a fun time, but eventually I did end up killing them all, and I was going to make a creature deterrent, but now I figured, fuck it, I've already got... Maybe I'll make a second creature deterrent, and I'll leave it at this one, just so that this base doesn't get wrecked. Because I do plan on leaving a little bit of power over here, so maybe we'll just have like a singular water wheel with the creature deterrent, or maybe a turbine. I haven't 100% decided yet. Yeah, we need to grab our bow and then go look for one more quarrite. Fucking idiot. Stupid ass horse. Oh cool, that one didn't consume a bullet. Nice. Come on, wolf. I'll lead you back in, bud. You look hungry because I bet... Oh, no, you're not. Yeah, this is where I put the new lightning rod. This is the platinum one, the better one. The lightning, I'll strike that, and then I got it wired into the system, so when lightning strikes it, it just fully charges everything, so you can use it to, like, instantly charge your batteries. Which is cool, but in the grand scheme of things, your batteries are probably always going to be full anyway. You got anything on you? Yeah, you got that bit of stuff. Yep. Gold and titanium. How we doing here? Doing good, alright. Now I need to grab my bow. This one, compound bow. Got poison arrows. I think poison is supposed to be better against these guys than bleed, so I'm thinking about converting my other pickaxe into a poison pickaxe rather than a bleed one. Okay, so now we've got to find another quarrite. Maybe we'll take a little jaunt up this way and see if there's any spawned up this way. Not going all the way over there. I can tell you that much now. I'm gonna find one nearby to do it with for sure. Which if I head up here towards that other pond, find one eventually. Or probably up towards where that cave is to that we entered into the desert with. Oh, there's one. Found it. Just chill there, horse. Leroy! Load in the poison arrows. Yeah, poison seems to do pretty good against them, actually. Poison's not that bad. Yeah, it's better than the bleed was doing.
Have you ever been poisoned? By Something other than human ambition, that is. Seems like a cruel way to die.
The interesting thing about this mission...
Ah, so the creatures are weak to explosives. Shocking. What creature wouldn't be? You certainly wouldn't hold up very well. Now that you're armed with that delightful tidbit of knowledge, we can proceed to the next hunt. Mission complete. Your next contract can be found on your chosen contact device.
Yeah, so he basically just explained it. By doing that quest, we essentially unlock a weakness for the Quarrites, which is explosives. So all this can be used eventually, because at the end of every great hunt, if I haven't already stated it, which I'm pretty sure I did, there's essentially a boss variant of these that we're going to have to fight. So this one's known as the Unstable Quarrite, which is going to be the final boss. All the hunt missions basically just lead up into you fighting a boss variant of these creatures. So depending on what way we went about doing the missions to get to the final node, because like I said, there's multiple pathways. In this situation, there was 2. When it gets to the Garganutan, there's actually 3. So when it gets to doing that stuff, you can unlock different ways to go about fighting them. I want to get with you next. I don't even know where to go with you anyways. Physical resistance. Further increase your never dyingness, hopefully. I've got a lot of this soft meat too, just from killing these guys. Get a lot of coal and sulfur too that I just kind of passively generate. So, now that we're level 60, we'll no longer unlock any more talent points, but we will continuously unlock tech tree points. I think it alternates between like 3 and 1 or something, but either way, we're going to be able to just keep getting more points. So, want to take a look and see what's got limestone, which we can actually build the limestone because we do have a limestone node. This is what I'm kind of thinking I might use for my alternative building. Maybe instead of using, I'm either going to use limestone, beeswax. Let's see, the issue with that is it actually requires limestone. Whereas I think I get limestone chunks down below. I don't know, I have to see. I could also build it out of steel. No, that's just roofing, though. You can get aluminum, which is also really good. You do scoria, which again, we can't get on this map. I'd love to do clay. This is what I think would look the best. But I don't think we can get clay here. At the very least, I haven't been able to find any. And from all the reading I've found, I want that. You can't get it on other maps. I want one of these. I'm probably gonna go with beer. That'll be our fourth one that I'm always gonna have. So I have 3 foods and then a beer. I wanted to unlock a shield, like too. And instead of doing those, I was gonna do the carbon fiber shield. I think was what I decided upon doing. That's tier 4 anyway. Carbon fibers. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's gonna be more useful. We'll unlock all these eventually. For now, we're just going to focus on... Okay, let's get composite shield. Now, there was one other thing I wanted to look at. I finally unlocked it. Aha, so we need Quarrite cores for it. Okay, I wanted to craft this, but we need Quarrite cores, so you can't do it until we get to the end of the DLC for it. Okay, so what would be our next objective? I'm gonna do a quest, that's for sure. I want to do at least one more today. We've only got... Oh wow, look at that, we're almost there. So by doing it this way, 2 was a little bit faster. We would have had to make another choice over here, and then I would have made the choice between getting the Quarrite mining module, which was very tempting. I did really want that. Or the Quarrite armor attachment, which doesn't do so good for ourselves, more of a support thing. We've got this mission here, where we'll get 5 legendary biomass, and we'll be able to get the full carbon weave armor set, which honestly would be really good once we get the Prometheus. The threat in desert, Deep threat of volcano. Desert exposure resistant, volcanic exposure resistance. Decent physical, water. Establish an observation outpost to monitor the Quarrite. Build an observation outpost. Craft an... okay, maybe we won't do that one today because that seems to require a lot of building. Oh, this shows you all the outcomes. Unstable Quarrite will have a weakness to explosives. Yeah, so that's this guy. You gotta fight the unstable Quarrite, the final one. You'll get 2 talent points by doing that too, so that's another way you can get talent points right there. And we get the legendary mining armament, yeah. Get that too. Powered by biofuel. Alright, so maybe we'll just do a regular operation then. Because I don't want to go fucking around with building shit today. So, we've got Death Ray. Or we've got Influx. Or we can do solid metal. Let's figure out what this one is.
ACS just put a contract up.
Deposit listed resources
You're
in
opening
cargo
up
pod.
Icarus for them. And everyone else. Yep, the future's coming.
So this one's a delivery
Where it's
mission.
all going, who can say?
This is a delivery
I
mission.
guess that's up to you. Unio act like they're invincible, but they need a hand on the surface.
This one
They
requires
got
us to build a
plans for this
base.
planet. They've been noticing your work and want to take advantage of new territory. If they can get terrain data, they can plan new
That one might be the easier one. That one's just a scanning mission.
The Assembly are expanding their footprint on Icarus and looking for experienced people.
Oh, cool. There's a whole new building structure.
They're
Sand
getting
world.
ready to send advanced teams down, but they need places to stay or it's gonna be a real short trip. They gotta
Interesting.
have the basics before they can drop their...
That's a building one. So we got building one. We've got resource collection, scanner, other. Leave that alone. There we go. I think we'll just do that scanning mission for today. That'll be the last mission we'll do. Yeah, we'll do this.
They've been noticing your work, but they need help, even out here. They want scans of the region, terrain data so they can open up new drop zones and get prospectors into the area. Sites are on your map, so grab a radar and get going.
There we go. So I need to start farming silica. I think that's gonna be the next one we're gonna do because I need to get the silica so I can start storing up glass because we're gonna need a lot of glass for building that greenhouse. I don't have any silica on me, unfortunately. Alright, well, that'll be something I'll do on my own. Oh yeah, right, we have a fourth one that we can do. There we go. Idea health. Tankier than the pets now because I have a similar health pool to them, but a lot better armor. Alright, so that's that. I do need to kind of refill this though. I've noticed that my tanks are running low. I also need to refill my water jar. There's water in that one. Yeah. Wait. I like to turn off a few of these just so that they don't use power like this guy too. 'Cause some of these use constant power. I'm gonna have to recharge my lantern as well. Let's take one of these. Fine. Alright. Gonna drop pods just outside. Oops. There's this pod too, right there. I see it.
Clear area. OES departing.
Okay, so it's all areas up in the desert. Inconvenient, but not completely undoable. Alright, buddy. We've got a little bit of travel to do. Let's... Oh, before I do, though, let me grab my light. Hold on. Perfect. Gotta be full in a second. May as well wait. Alright, to the desert. Away! I'll probably just spend the rest of the day then on my own. I don't know if I'm gonna bother editing today, so I probably won't be able to get it done anyway. So we got about 3 videos left. I may just upload them raw, just to have them out there, because I'm not gonna have time to edit them anyway, and I don't really want to get back from work next week and then spend like 2 or 3 days just grinding to try to edit a video. So I may just put them up raw. It is what it is. When I get back then next week, I can just start fresh, right in, start streaming right away, not have to worry about nothing. Be better for me. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I might stagger these videos out, make them last a little bit longer. I might put them out like every second day. I'll have them set up on sort of the auto update on YouTube or every like second day or so. That way, you know, it'll be spread out a little bit more. Won't feel like I'm gone for as long. So I might be changing things up anyway. I haven't been exactly happy with the job that I've had as of late. It's been kind of annoying. And the fact that I'm not a permanent employee and I'm always waiting on calls is very stressful. But we may have found a solution to that. I just got to do a little bit more research. My girlfriend's manager's husband or something has a place potentially that might do great for me. I just got to get more details on it before I fully commit. So hopefully that'll be good, because I'd love to have a full-time job, and though it would take me away from home longer, so I'll more than likely be gone for like 2 weeks or more at a time, it'll be exponentially more money. Which means on my time off then, I actually have time to, or money to actually do stuff that I enjoy. One of the things that I wanted to do, of course, was upgrade my computer and stuff. As well as I was even thinking about potentially looking into hiring like an editor or something, so that I can just worry about making the videos. Fuck. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Asshole, come here. Piece of shit. What am I hurt by? Oh, I know what it is. I got poison on me. Some of the stuff that these guys drop is poisonous. Like this, for example. Let's just get rid of that. Now, you could potentially put it on your horse. It doesn't actually hurt your tames. That is, if you did want to collect that stuff. I just don't have a use for it. As far as I can tell, the only thing it's used for is if you put it in the organic cleaner thingy. It gives you animal fat. That's the only purpose I found for it. Now, it might have a purpose outside of that. I don't know. But anyway, that would be my ultimate like plan on this whole thing. Would just be to be able to pay an editor to edit videos for me, or at least even just find somebody, because I have a couple friends potentially that might be willing to do it for me if I can give them a stable job at it, which I think would probably be the better alternative here. I've got a friend of mine who's in tech school, and who's like, that's what he's building his career out of, is doing like digital media and stuff. And I might hit it up with him, see if he'd be interested in it. But of course, this is all just potentials, maybe. One day if I do make some money. I would think that this would be the larger cave that you would find the land shark in. But I guess not. Not sure what those guys' deal are. I don't think they're on the other maps. I've never found them on sticks, at least. Wherever the hell they are. Let's see. The first scan location is pretty well straight ahead of me here. Crazy you can have like a snow biome right next to the desert biome. The temperature like here. Okay, it's still pretty hot here. 37 degrees, huh? That's pretty hot. Sun goes down, that's gonna dramatically fall off. Yeah. Ah, it's actually on the cliff above it. I should have known the difference. You know what? I do kind of need. May as well grab it while I'm here. This is the other reason. See, you can make glass out of two things, silicate or sand. But it's a lot more efficient to just make it out of silica. Now, sand, you just come in here in the desert and just dig it with a shovel, but you have to dig so much because it requires so much sand to make one glass that it's really not worth it. Especially when you just find a deep node for silicate, and you just make glass that way.
Now you're gonna need to search the area.
This is where you get the shield. So you put the shield up and then block the attack. Now I don't take any damage from them. Really, this armor's really good. All right, scan. Probably gonna get a lot of those cougars and stuff show up, but at least it's a nice narrow way we gotta look. It's either up there or down there. It can't really come from anywhere else.
Oh, man. That's some angry wildlife.
The fuck? We have an elephant? Huh. What you gonna do about it, big guy?
There's a problem. Start the unit back up, or this is going nowhere.
That was weird. It turned off on its own.
Keep moving.
Good.
Next steps marked on your map.
What do we get for you? I think we just get elephant tusk. Pretty well. Oh, we don't. We don't even get elephant tusk. Not from this guy. We'll take your meat though, because my dude's probably a little hungry. A little pickish. Go, bud. Alright, well. Where's the next scan location to? A bit deeper in, huh? Right, well, we'll go to this one first. Stop in mind all the silicate I can find along the way. Alright, he's fine. He's far away. I don't think we got all that, but whatever. Alright. Keep going. Don't mind us boar, just passing through. Another quarrite there. Oh wait, it wasn't oxygen. I wanted the silica. Okay. Go. Ooh, silica. What the fuck scared the shit out of me? That's oil. I thought it was silica. It was not silica. That oil. Does that show up on the map? Some of this is before you can see them kind of like black blotches, but no, that's oil there. That's nice. That's the tier 5 stuff. If we can get an oil jack up here, start extracting. What is that? Oh, aluminum. Yeah, I might consider that. A bit far though, see, because if we wanted to actually be able to manipulate that, we'd like to be able to get it back home, which means in order to do that, we had to hook up the oil extractor here and then run the pipe all the way back through here, all the way down. And if we're going to be living down here from now on, it might just be easier to find one out here. Bring that one back. It'd honestly probably be easier because there's at least 2 different ways we can go down there. Or the alternative is leaving it here and processing the oil here and bringing it back in barrels. You can do that too. That's silicate right there. I'll take that. Ooh, more silicate. Probably a lot of this stuff out here. I'd imagine the desert has a lot of resources in it. The desert's probably the better of the alternate biomes. I'd rather this place over the snow biome. At least you can get everything out here. You get wood and stone and sticks, plants and all that out here. You don't get any of that stuff in the Arctic. Sometimes you can get wood. There are trees that grow in some of them. Yeah, I think this is near where that little base is too. Yeah, right there. Oh, shit. Oh, ski, goddamn. Elephant's not naturally aggressive. This hopper. See a big dog. Can you hear where that scan location is? Oh, we're very close. Straight ahead of us, pretty much. Oh, more oil. Some spots on the map have multiple sources of it, so you can find like, you know, 2 or 3 in one area, which would be the ideal thing. You can kind of funnel them all together into one. Just have one massive oil producer. You have one for making epoxy. You have one that's just making all the gear that you want. I do. Is that a deep wound or is that just it? No, it's the regular wound. That's fine. It's it. Okay, it's just right there on top of this little rock here, I think. Unless it's trying to leave me on top of that. In which case. I have to go up there. Alright, let's break this one quickly.
Data says this is the area. Now it's up to you.
There. Okay. That one was coal, like it shows there. So where? Oh. And out here now. You'll get a bird's eye view on the situation. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a land shark or something involved in one of these missions. Got a regular geyser over there.
You're gonna have your work cut out for you around here. Heads up.
What the fuck is even coming? I don't see anything.
There's a problem with the machine. Can you fire it back up?
Which there's always problems with the machine. I think we're pretty well good.
We ain't done here, though. Check your map for the next location.
Connection? Alright, let's see. That far away, actually, we just gotta do a little around here and we're good to go. So that's where the loop started. The loop starts down here. Okay. Surprised there's no bosses or anything spawn out here. It's such a big open desert. Not really anything super dangerous inside of it. Obviously, the cougars are probably the most dangerous thing you'll find out here. And those quarrites, of course, but they're found everywhere. Yeah, bitch. The hell? Oh, is this where we found that land shark too? I think it is. Didn't realize how close it was. Yeah, it was. Stop here just for a second. And that mostly patched up. Right, good enough. Here you went, laughing fool. Uh-oh. Quarrite did. That one. Oxide, okay. Not that important. I think the next level is going to go into your resistance. And just spend a lot of time up here, don't we? Got the quarrite down there. That's just actually a pretty nice looking biome, I gotta be honest. I don't mind the way this looks. There's nice places. If you build up on top of these things up here, you'd have some pretty safe places. I don't think any of those creatures spawn up on any of those. They only spawn down in these lower levels. More oil here. Oh, open up my door. Hold on, that might be a package. Get over here where it's safe. Actually, I could just pause the game, can't I? Yeah. Give me a moment, I gotta check the door. Alright, false alarm. It was just a package delivered. I think it's my RAM though, so that's awful exciting.
This is the place. You know what to do.
I ordered my RAM, but I didn't realize that Amazon's doing this new thing now. This is a really beautiful spot, actually. Be a beautiful little build spot, I think. Yeah. Amazon's doing this new thing now where, I guess because they've been having a lot of, well, that was convenient, because they've been having a lot of fraud with people, like, scamming packages, or like, you know, people doing scams on their website. They now do this thing where certain items, they don't send it out anymore. What they'll do instead is they'll send you a little like metal chip thingy in the mail, and you gotta like send them a code once you get the thing for sure, because I don't know what kind of scam they're having, but essentially you have to like then send the code, confirm to them that you got the code, then they'll send it to you. But I didn't notice it at first, so this package came for me probably weeks ago or a month ago or more, and I just assumed that it was my graphics card, or
Those
sorry,
things are not happy.
my RAM, like I thought that it would be. But it turns out it wasn't, so I only just found that out the other day and had to put in the code, but I ended up getting the new code after, so it's fine.
Looks like the unit stopped. Get it back online or you're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he knows how to get up here. I think that's what just came to me, is my RAM, so that's one of the last things I needed. The only things, like I said, I need now are the graphics card and the a storage device.
Time to move out.
And the copy of
There's
Windows, but
another
that's only about
zone
100
marked
bucks.
on your map. else?
Right. Now we're
No.
going home.
I reckon this one's just about over.
See ya, bitches. Alright, let me do a point for where the cave is. That's where we need to go. Alright. Not sure what the most effective way to get there is. Follow that river. Probably one of the best ways. Wait. No, it's fine. I think all that's silicate. I'm just gonna turn all that into glass. We're gonna need a lot of glass for both the greenhouse stuff and for making like bottles and stuff now too. On the bright side, I don't need that many bottles because I'm assuming like the jars are gonna be reusable. You bitch. I don't know how many of you are fans of Ark Survival Evolved or Ark Survival, but I think I'd mentioned before that was like one of the games I played the most of. I have like over 10,000 hours in Ark Survival Evolved, and I have been playing a little bit of Ascended, but I never really couldn't bring myself to get back into Ascended as much as I did Evolved. But I was very excited for the new Genesis 1 that they were releasing. But I haven't started playing it yet for a couple different reasons. One being that I play with a friend of mine from Ark Survival Evolved, and she typically doesn't like to start on like every DLC that's came out. She's never started on day one. She always gives it like a week or so to see how everything plays out, because guaranteed there's always something that's going to be broken with the game. Like it's a guarantee. So it's a good thing she did wait this time, because from what I... Oh, there's a cave here. Because from what I've seen, it did not have a really good launch, and as a matter of fact, it ruined the game for many, many people. Apparently there were... I'm going to take a look in here. This looks like a new cave. Apparently, from what I've heard, there are a lot of people who just straight up lost their entire game save, like, or their characters are like gone, because there was supposedly a known bug crazy. Supposedly there was a known bug that has existed with the game since Genesis 1 in Ark Survival Evolved, and it was so bad that supposedly they didn't even know how to fix it. So they just deleted the code entirely. And apparently they just forgot that they did that when they came back in and made Ark Survival Ascended. It's a cool cave. I just had to check it out. Even anything bad in here. Sick. Alright, well, let's grab this bit of rare stuff and then we'll go. But yeah, so apparently it hasn't been a very good experience. Like, from what I've heard, like, people have literally lost like their main characters, because people like force transferred in their main characters day one to play on the new map with their characters. But apparently there was a game-breaking exploit that has existed since Ark Survival Evolved that they either forgot about or just never bothered to remove. But within like not even an hour of the game beginning, of people loading in, they discovered that this exploit still works. So what the exploit is supposedly there's a certain cheat engine that you can use that essentially glitches the game into just giving you infinite mission loot drops in some ways. So literally you'll just get like a mission and it'll just repeatedly give you the rewards over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And it gives you so much loot and whatever the money system is. I can't remember what it's called. But hexagons is what it was. Yeah, that's the currency system called hexagons. So you would just get essentially infinite amounts of these. And it was so game breaking that the only way they could fix it was to just completely roll the game back by 24 hours or more. So literally, like, dozens of people, or from what I've read, potentially thousands or hundreds of thousands of people just completely lost their characters because they got rolled back and they were essentially deleted. Because they took them off their home servers, put them on this new server, and then that server was rolled back to a time when that character didn't exist. Now it's gone. So it's being named as like one of the worst launches in Ark's history. So I'm really glad I didn't start on day one. And like I still like Ark and stuff, but I mean like it's this shit that really ruins the game for me. It makes me like not want to play it again because I don't want to have to support something like that that's happening. You know, all these people losing their character, and like they just keep doing it over and over. You think they would learn eventually, like, but every single time they release a game, it's always horrendously broken in some capacity. Won't be able to get up there, I don't think. Nah, okay, well, that's that. Yeah, it's really sad. It was, like I said, I was just watching videos on it there last night about it. And I was like, God damn, they did it again. I'm really glad I didn't transfer over, and neither did she, because that would have ruined the game for her. I guarantee if she lost her character, that would have been it. She never would have played it again. But I am second guessing now because I bought all the DLC. I bought the Dragontopia DLC, and I bought all those other DLCs because genuinely they looked really cool, and I wanted to try them. But after this, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can, in my right conscience, be able to support those. Like, I didn't mind it before. Like I said, you know, $5, you get a Pyro main, whatever, you know. You can buy it if you want to, you can buy it if you don't want it. But since that day, they've been more and more heavily pushing these DLC products. They've been coming out with, like, way more cool creatures, but not just cool. Like, a lot of these creatures are literally, like, almost required. Like, the way they're crafting these characters, they have a core mechanic in the map that they come out on. It almost feels like you need to have them in order to have the full experience on these maps, and they keep jacking up the prices. I mean, the newest one was like, what, $25 for the newest fucking Bob's Tall Tales bullshit? Right? And they really did make it like it's going to be essential. If you don't have it, like, you're missing a core part of the game, right? That's kind of the way they've set it up, and it's such a bad way to do it, but, you know, it is what it is. But I'm really just second guessing it now and want to return at least the DLC parts of it if they'll even let me at this point. I haven't played them. I just bought them and downloaded them. I haven't played the game not once since I got them. I'll probably still try Genesis, but I don't think I'm going to be putting any more money into the game. I think just out of a promise for myself. You know, they just happen in any other fucking games company or any other game studio except for Nintendo, because apparently Nintendo can do no wrong. But it's just not a good thing. I don't want to condone it. And as long as we spend money into the game, they're going to continue to keep fucking us like this. Where are we now? Oh, we're almost home now. Okay, just follow the river until we get to there. Is that a cave I just saw up here? No. If you drop down there, that's gonna hurt. But if you drop down there, not so bad. There we go. Hey, you might be thirsty. Here, take a drink. You're not thirsty yet, but you will be. Take a drink. Take a drink. Sometimes they're dumb. Take a drink. Take a drink. Alright, fine. You'll get no water. Sounds like a cougar. I gotta rebind that button. I keep forgetting to take that orbital camera on a different button because it's an annoying button, the one they got it on. And that'll probably be it for the missions, but I might go back now and... Oh, maybe not. It's been 2.5 hours. That'll be good enough. I'm not really planning on doing anything else productive today. I'm gonna go back and prepare everything that we need for the new base, pretty much. Start storing up on stone brick and crafting up more items. I want to craft up more, like, you know, another... I got 2 electric forges now. I'm thinking about having 3 in total. And, crafting up more pillars, more walls, stone brick stuff. And probably, let's see, I only need 1 electric carpentry bench, and I only need 1 electric masonry table. I typically only have 1 of each, and then I'll stick like the lower tier one next to it because they're usually a bit smaller anyway and will fit better. And I'm gonna need to craft more storage boxes, ideally metal ones, which shouldn't be too bad because I could just take rope, epoxy, and iron. And we do technically have infinite amounts of iron. I just need to give it time to craft up. Or time to gather and then craft up. But I would like to have metal ones, or the metal boxes. They're much bigger overall. And I'll craft up some furniture, so I want to get the fireplace. Okay. Said, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck ya, you bastard. Alright, hold on. I gotta kill my fucking horse man after all this fucking time. I think the horse is okay now, he's fine. Yeah, he's just poisoned, he's fine otherwise. Yeah, he's fine otherwise. He's been poisoned. How you doing, bud? Yeah, you did take some damage though, didn't you? Hey, well, let me get you over to the safer side. Let's get out of the desert first. I was just bad because I got jumped as soon as we come through that little tight corridor. We got fucking surrounded. I'll get you over here now into the cave. Out of the desert. I'll give you a bit of food and you'll be alright then. Well, that's the closest we've ever had to losing you. Fucking Quarrites, bastards. Right. Do some food. That'll get your regen up too. Thirsty now, bud? I won't bother getting any water here. The hardest part about here is this spot can be a little rough to get out of sometimes right here. I might have to build a ramp here for the future. There we go. What time is it? Just coming on the evening. Okay. Now let's see if you'll take a drink here. You really need some water, don't you, bud? Yeah, he's going for it there now. There you go, he got it. We're good. Ah, shit, got that bug again. There we go, fix it. That's a Quarrite nest, fuck that. Go this way. Turn that off. Yep. Get out of here, go. Yeah, you got a bit of healing to do there, bud. It'll be okay. Get you home now, you'll be fine. Don't really heal that fast, man. Your animals just have really shit regenerate. That's like, I'm pretty sure on this guy, I have his regeneration stat like maxed, but like, look at it, it's still going up really slowly. Relatively, anyway. You can use healing items, I believe, on your pets, though. But I think you may need the scan device. I'm not 100% sure on that fact. Yeah, we gotta be very careful now because he doesn't have a lot of health to survive fall damage. There we go. What? 3 right here. Maybe we'll stop and get this. See? We just leveled up again, but still level 60. Oh, we got 4 blueprint points. Nice. Yes, the only other way we can get additional talent points from this point on is through certain quests. There are quests that give them. There's one regular operation here on Olympus that gives us 1, but most of the Great Hunts missions as well also give you talent points when you kill the respective boss. So I need to take a look now through the tree myself, kind of, and figure it out. Because beyond, I pretty much got all the points that are all the stats that I really wanted to. Because I didn't really care about the farming stats. The farming stats I got were the ones that I needed to get, because I just wanted to get to the one that makes it so that plants never wilt. That's the only one I really cared about. But I needed to buy so many of them on the way. For fuck's sakes. There was one, though, that was there for stamina regen that I thought would just be good overall. And then there's a melee damage one, which I thought would be good overall. So I thought just by putting points into those would be good enough. Still coming. We'll run this way, fine. So that way the Quarrite, if he rolls after me, he's gonna have to go in the water. And I don't think they're that fast in the water. I think we're okay. I think we've lost them. Yeah. Almost home. I'm gonna offload. Oh no, there's a Quarrite here. I might check this one out just because I want to see if it's a lone Quarrite or there is a Quarrite burrow nearby. Okay, well, I don't see a burrow. I need to get a creature deterrent on this place. I think I might go with... Well, I don't know if I'll make the electric one or not. Because again, there's the lower tier than that is a biofuel one. And I don't know if I want that one necessarily. Ooh, silicate. Alright, bud. Let's get you home. And into the safety of our... Oh. Okay, I thought you were going to take damage then. Scared me for a second. Fine, yep. There you go, bud. Safe and sound. Not really, but close enough. You're not following me, are you? No. Where does my spider silk go? Oh, I think I put that over here because I used most of it. Turn it into platinum weave. Okay, I don't think there's anything coming to attack us. Okay, well, majority of this is gonna go into there. As well as our platinum. Oh shit, we're out of room. That ain't good. Now the gold is full. I actually have a full chest here somewhere with gold in it, so I'm putting the excess in here. All the steel is gonna go in here until I need to move it. So we'll need a lot of steel for making up the glass. All that's gonna go in here. Here, I don't care about that, don't care about that, don't care about that. Alright, bud, what else you got on you? There we go. do that, then it'll do the platinum, and then it'll do the glass, and it'll end with the titanium last. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. They seem so bright again. What the fuck? I don't know. It's just these lights, I guess. Now, let's check the power system. Make sure let's get too strained here. Oh, we're doing okay for the time being. You're good. Aside from the fact that you're now injured. You'll be alright. Now, I believe there should be a baby wolf somewhere. I think I had one. I keep track of them all now, because half of them end up falling into the fucking floor now. Like this guy. What happened here? How did you end up under there? Better yet, how do I get you out? Alright, I'll tell you what we're gonna have to do, I think. I have to go in and get a ramp to let you get out. But anyway, I think that's where I'm going to clue up here for today, because there's not really much else I planned on doing, like I said, other than just chilling and crafting up some more stuff and getting everything ready. But I guess we'll figure out what we're going to put these last 4 points into. See, I could start at tier 5, which would be unlock the manufacturer, and then working our way down. So, like I said, for the oil, which would be getting us into this stuff, and there's some pretty good stuff. I've never actually taken a time to look through tier 5 until just recently, but there's some pretty freaking crazy stuff you can get in here, including, at the very end, the coolest thing I think they ever put in this game, prototype hover frame. You can actually get yourself a hover motorcycle that goes around the map with you. Like, is that not the sickest thing? You also get a jackhammer, which I'm pretty sure is just your, like, industrial miner, and then you got a chainsaw, a nail gun. We've got automated defense. This is like an electric Tesla coil for defending your base. A deep oil mining drill, which, as far as I'm aware, is just a better version of. Whoops. There we go. It's just a better version of the pump jack, because this is what we get first for getting oil. Is this? This is oil. I think this is just the better variant of it. I think. An oil-powered drill capable of mining ore trapped deep under the surface has... Oh, no, it's just a better version of the ore miner. Okay, never mind then. I was wrong. This here is cool, too. What this does is it, when activated, it resets all of the deep ore nodes in the surrounding area and changes them. Basically, it randomizes them. We've also got a mining laser, which is pretty sick. A laser pistol, which is really cool. Like, just some really crazy shit up here. But it all requires, like, oil and nuclear power and, like, all that shit. I'm pretty sure a lot of this can't even be done on this map. Like, oil can, obviously, but I'm pretty sure, like, lithium and anything that requires lithium and all that stuff can't be done on this map because it only exists on other maps. As far as I can tell, there is no source of lithium on this map. As far as I know, it comes exclusively from Elysium, which is the newer map. But that will be something I'll get into later on. I'm more so... But what we could do, too, this is another option. There is an option in Tier 5 through this thing, the natural oil refiner. This converts biofuel into usable crude oil. So basically, you can go 2 ways. You can either go with a pump jack and a crude oil generator and a crude oil refiner to make your oil that'll power your polymizer, which you can then use to make all this stuff. Or you can go down this way and you can get the organic extractor, which is essentially the best version of the organic compost machine. This one will break down all forms of organic matter into biofuel, and then that biofuel can be pumped into a natural ore refiner to convert it into crude oil. That's another option that you can kind of go through, and I may actually dabble in that. When we go down to our new base, one of those little side spots I set up, I think might be a little platform for setting up some of this organic extractor and a natural oil refiner. that will give me access to oil to at least the point where I could play around with some of the oil stuff on this map. But that's going to be, I think, much later. For now, we're going to focus on all of this stuff. So some of this stuff's just not that important. Like, I will want to get into the chemistry bench, but right now it's not something I'm really too concerned with. I do want to get these lights, but there, again, I want to wait. Let's start from the beginning, I guess, from here. And see. I unlocked the Quarrite gun, which I do want. Well, you can't get that until we kill the Quarrite. A vapor condenser. This goes across enzyme geysers and will allow us to convert it either into exotics or enzyme. This might be something we're definitely going to want at some point, so we'll get it now. I do want the power bank, and I can't decide if I want to get wall chargers or not, because they work the same as this. They're just not as fast at charging, but they can be snapped to a wall, and they also snap together, so I may fucking unlock that. I will want the Norex boss tracker at some point. Alright, so that's all we'll do. So that'll be that. And yeah, I think that's where I'll clue it up here, because I don't really have anything else I want to do today. And I need to get off and get ready to go tomorrow and stuff. I only got like another 20 minutes where I gotta leave for my girlfriend anyway, so this will be a good ending point. But if y'all enjoyed, please leave a like. And the rest of the series is up on YouTube. I'll probably just end up uploading the rest of these videos raw. Because I don't think I'm going to have time to really sit down and edit these entirely. Maybe I'll give them some loose editing or something. But that's, you know, how it's going to be. But anyway, we'll talk about it another day. So, what the fuck is that? Okay, sorry, I thought I saw something there. Anyway, that'll be it for me. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time.